Day is June 2nd. The New York Yankees sweep the Giants. They come back in the ninth, have the most wins in baseball. Ho, 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 ho. Let's talk Yanks.
Talking Yanks with old John Boy and Jake. Recaps galore, weekly awards, stat lines, theme, and hot takes. Get your Yankees news from these two fine dudes. It's time for Talking Yanks. Talking Yanks with old John Boy and Jake. Talking Yanks with old John Boy and Jake.
Hello and welcome to Talkin' Yanks. Myself, Jake Storielli. Joe's McFly is here. A good time to have a hype fella on a hype episode of Talkin' Yanks. John is broadcasting like the cricket Super Bowl of all Super Bowls. Like
World Cup.
I think 40 billion people watching, something like that.
Right.
So he's recovering. But I know he liked what he saw because the New York Yankees are looking like the New York Yankees. And before I do kick it to Joseph McFly for a second, I want to tell you, Talking Yanks, we're heading down to the shore. June 16th, Dad Day, Father's Day, presented by Beatbox and Shady Rays. We're going to have a bunch of giveaways. The first 50 dads in attendance are getting courtesy gifts via Just Bats. It's in Asbury Park, New Jersey. We've wanted to do this for a while. A lot of people are really excited. Make sure you go get your tickets. Head to shop.johnboymedia.com. Get some tickets now. Let's go, Yanks. We'll see you down there. Joseph McFly, how you doing?
Well, I'm doing great. How could I do anything else but great, man? What a time to be alive. Listen, Yankee fans, get happy. Get happy. This team's good, okay? Not only is this team good, but it's good vibes all around, and they're clutch. They're clutch. I haven't seen this from a team in a very long time. In a very long time where the team's clutch, they're performing, they're coming back, they're getting at people, they're coming back on closers. They don't care, bro. I love it. Seen a stat where Soto, I think they said that Soto came back, have had 5 go-ahead hits already so far this year, leads baseball or something like that.
Yeah, after the 7th inning or later, I think
Yes.
him and Adley are tied.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Good.
I don't know. Every time I see him hit in big-time situations, I always have to remind myself how old he is. And let's get to the stadium and buy chicken buckets to pay for this man's salary. Let's get out there, guys. Let's do it. They're coming back home. They just went 7-2 on the roadie. They went to the West Coast, the best coast, like some people call it, and we brought back 7 dubs. So what's not to be happy about?
7-2 West Coast trip. I mean,
crazy.
Paulie and Michael getting a little weird on the broadcast.
Michael K saying lit.
Paul O'Neill's related to Mark Twain, we found out on this broadcast.
Wow.
They're looking at the wine boats out there. I mean, everything's. Me and my buddies have started saying this is a joke because our lives aren't a movie, but the Yankees' lives are a movie right now. It's cinema, dude. The Verdugo double, barking at the boys on his way out there. Soto, the numbers with runners in scoring position and late in games. Aaron Judge shat on this team.
Well, you know what? Thank God he chose the Yankees. He didn't want to choose that San Francisco pressure, according to some article.
And again, we're gonna have a lot of time to do like big picture Yankee stuff, and there's gonna be nerves this offseason with Soto's free agency. Twitter can be an ugly place. It's often an ugly place these days.
Who you telling?
You got people in the comments saying, like, I'm apologizing to Brian Cashman. I was wrong. Like, it's insane right now. And this is without Garrett Cole, who will be making a rehab start on Tuesday, your last year's Cy Young winner. Dominguez is doing things in the minor leagues, which, I mean, that's just straight up on the back burner right now. We'll deal with that when we get there.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, man. There's something special going on. Judge and Soto are the only two guys in MLB with 1.0 OPSs. Two players in baseball. They hit back-to-back lefty and righty on the same team. And I was just laughing when BBD got up, put the air on. Thank God. It was getting way too hot in here. I was excited. I was like, yeah, hot room. Let's go, Yanks. Beebs, every episode last year, it felt like we were debating stopping the intro music short to do a sad episode.
Mm-hmm.
Almost,
or we didn't need to debate it because it was obviously
almost
sad.
every time we sat down. What are we doing with the music? That hasn't been discussed once this year. The Yankees have the most wins. And I'm excited to talk about this series. And, you know, we hit a couple big picture things along the way because it's always nice linking up with you, Joes. What other grounds creeping do we have?
Grounds.
Cody Poteet is
Yes.
on the team, and he'll be our starting pitcher till Garrett comes back.
Seems like that's the plan for now.
Yeah.
If many starts were to go badly, I'm
Awry.
sure they'd try something else, but they have options, but he seems to be getting the first crack at it.
The Garrett Cole update was the Yanks aren't in a rush to get him back.
How awesome is that?
He's the Cy Young winner. He's arguably the best pitcher in baseball, like the most consistent best pitcher. Oh, we don't need to rush. We'll figure it out if we want to build him up to 75 or
How about 95?
That's where we're at, man. Yeah, other than that, I mean, did Dominguez hit another homer this weekend? Did I see that?
I believe he hit one Friday and he hit one yesterday or today.
Is that
I saw two.
Is that conversation going to get loud, Joes? Because I think we talked about this in the office this week. I mean, if things are like this, and Jasson Dominguez is a very young man, and there's not a lot of seats left at the table, is it going to get loud, or is everyone just going to be like, we'll see you when we see you?
I think he can make the conversations very uncomfortable. But while the team's winning, everybody has patience. There's no patience when you're losing. There's a lot more patience when you're winning. So everybody says, oh, relax, take your time. You know, the Yankees will probably try to scale him back. And he's like in a cage trying to get out. And he's, you know, it's just Jasson Dominguez, you know, trying to figure out. He's a Martian. He's a freak. He's a alien. He's out of this world.
Technically, tomorrow is decision day for him as far as his rehab has to end.
We're not.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
No,
not
I mean, they're going to play.
The people might
Right.
need that update.
They're going to play, you know, no spring training and all that, and they should. But yeah, I mean, we're very clearly at a point that they're, you know, Jasson Dominguez hasn't played a lot of AAA, that I think if things are going like this, they'll put him there. And storylines for this season, might be an interesting one. We're also, knock on wood, an injury away from it being call him up tomorrow. But the cool storyline, which this Yankee season is just cool right now, would be Martian just going nuts at AAA, just barking at the door to come up to the big league squad. And then when that happens, which something will happen at some point, you know,
unfortunately, it does.
it doesn't have to even be significant. It's just baseball. It's how it works. That if he turns into that hungry dog that deserves to be up at the show and he gets that call to the show, I can't wait to see that. So, like, it's everything, man. Get me a lefty in the bullpen at the deadline, and let's go win the whole thing.
You know, I got the TV on next to me, Jake, and Boone's having his post-game interview, and he looks so relaxed, just talking and having fun. Last year, he was sweating and, like, sad, and, you know, even coming on talking Yanks and, like, having uncomfortable conversations, and, you know, good for him, man. Shout out to him. Throw out a quick shout out to him, because this is, you know, sometimes while you're always in the hot seat, you also deserve the flowers also when things are going well. He's
Managing Aaron Judge and Juan Soto very well.
Yeah, just let them play.
put them in the lineup.
Much better manager this year. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
It's like the minimum job requirement. Put them in the lineup. That's it.
He's doing great at that.
Yeah.
Joes, let's get into the series because it was kind of insane.
Yes.
Before we went live, you were laughing at the series stats page.
I did. I pulled it up the first time. It was like a little alarming.
There's some numbers I haven't seen on that page before. So let's get into it, and we'll get into the games with cuts. If you guys aren't familiar with cuts, the most stylish t-shirt you might find around. Be the stylish guy in your crew. That's always a flex. I think you're looking at 3 of them right now. Not Jimmy's game. Doesn't want that.
Right.
But even when he puts on that cut shirt, he's looking good. I've got a nice, it's all black one. It's kind of my hot guy look. I'll hang my Shady Rays sunglasses from the neck with the all black shirt. It's a basic, it's kind of I don't want to say sexy, but it's a sexy summer look. And Cuts is bringing that, and they're bringing you 20% off with code Yanks at cutsclothing.com. Embrace a summer state of mind with Cuts. Code Yanks at cutsclothing.com. Go check them out. Are you up to the cuts? They probably didn't want me to say that, but
That's probably not in the read.
I did. Shall we do game 1?
We shall.
Marcus Stroman pitched versus Jordan Hicks, and different approaches, but I love to watch them pitch. And first of 3 in beautiful Oracle Park in San Francisco. Sunny day means a little Soler power. Sack fly from Jorge. It's 1-0 Giants. But someone call the fire department because there's an arsonist on the loose. Former San Francisco Giant and current Giant human, Big Aaron Judge, 3-run homer in the 3rd. In the 6th, thank you, sir, may I have another. 426 to center. Giants 1, Judge 4. Yanks score 2 more on a wild pitch and a Gleyber slide tackle. 6-1 Yanks, S-T-R-O, Strosho. 7.12 earned runs, a great start by Marcus to Dreamweaver. Night-night, Yanks win 6-2 final.
Love this game. Love Stroman, what he was doing on the mound, and as efficient as he was. I think he was deuces wild in this game, which was 2 strikeouts, 2 walks. How many hits allowed? Was it 5?
6.
Shit, didn't work.
It's okay.
It could have.
2 Ks, 2 walks, 2 earned runs.
Yes, 2 earned runs. So those are the deuces. I love exactly what he did out there. Just everything good. Everything good with Stroman, man. Just out there pitching away. And Judge, man, just coming back to the Bay and doing what hey, sometimes you feel that pressure of playing back in your hometown. And what does Judge do? What? There's no pressure out here in the Bay. Duh. I'm home. Homer, let's go.
I love it out here. I'm from here.
I'm from here. Yes, I'm comfortable. So, yeah.
Was he doing... I mean, we don't know. What we know about the contract talks that went down was San Diego threw a big number out there. San Francisco was in the great game. Mm-hmm. And then the story, Hal from Italy gets on the horn.
They make it seem kind of crazy. It's a cell phone call.
Says, Judge, what do you want? He says, give me 1 more year. Hal says, done. He's back on the Yankees. We did a little mock acting scene of Yamamoto signing with the Dodgers. We might have to reenact the Hal Judge signing at some point. Do you think he was playing with a little like Giants venom, or do you think he's just the best player in baseball and this is how it broke?
I think that's just him, man. Yeah. And he wanted to end May strong, so you could say it's May, dude. This is nothing. It's May. That's like his motto. Like he's like, okay, guys, it's May. It's nothing. Hey, Judge, you just hit 1 billion homers in May. How do you feel? It's May, guys. I play for October. I'm trying to get to October.
I know Verdugo had the quote, but it is about, his season with 12 homers and 11 doubles or whatever it was in those 20 games. Like it's Judge's stats are hilarious. Like you look at 21 home runs and you're like, for a lot of very good baseball players, that is their season. 47 RBI, 1.07 OPS. What else happens in this game? I mean, the length by Stroman is huge and helps. We talked about Aaron Boone managing when you get to only use one reliever. And there's been a couple off days surrounding this West Coast trip that it allows them more flexibility with their bullpen in this series. What else happened in this game?
Fun managing. That's fun managing.
It's great managing.
I think it was really good for Rizzo. I laughed in this game when Rizzo actually scored on the pass ball that got away. He slid at the end. He was like, yeah. I feel like he hasn't, so many other Yankees are having like the best years, and he hasn't like taken off yet, to like that concussion Rizzo that we've seen. But I feel like that's still coming, and when it does come in, I want as many people on this team to feel like they are part of this team, to get, good vibes going so that everybody feels good, so that you're all feeling like you're part of the winning. And to see that, Gleyber scored, ball gets away, and then as the ball's still trailing away, you're seeing Rizzo just pumping his fist and being happy. I like seeing that, man. That was pretty dope.
That play, we just had it on the YouTube screen. Make sure you guys are subscribed too. Gleyber just beats the throw, and then it looks like a little slide tackle, and Rizzo loves to be a wild child on the bases, and when it doesn't work, we get infuriated because he's not a speed guy, but he's a very heady player that's going to try to take advantage when he can. And it's kind of ironic looking back at this game where it's like, okay, Giants went up 5-3. If you remember that Rizzo, that double play that didn't get turned, Rizzo kind of boots it. Matty Chapman made a big turn. If Matt Chapman scores that run and we're talking 6-3, like that whole ninth inning feels different. And I mean, this made this game 6-1, which with how the Yankees are currently set up, that's game over.
Yeah.
Shout
out to Luke Weaver too, man.
Shout out to Luke Weaver, huh?
He's like a secret weapon coming out of that pen, go that multiple innings and be very effective, so like Weaver a lot.
Some weird emotions on the mound for him. The Yankees had another pickoff. Stroman stepped off and throws to second and gets Tyro, the young prince.
Ooh, yes.
And this was also, I think Stroman, all the Yankee starters had pitched 4 innings this year, 59 games. That's a Yankees record. Shout out to KT Sharp, the queen of stats on that one. We got to see Sean Jelly versus Aaron Judge, 6-11 versus 6-7. So,
Sean Jelly.
You like that?
Never, and I once I heard it, because if you see it spelled, you're like,
right.
That's not how you'd say that, but it's like a unique name. He's probably really frustrated in school. Like, it's Jelly.
Aaron Judge wraps up his May, 371, 14 homers, a 488 on base, 928 slugging, a 1.415 OPS.
Conversations about his demise in April were too exaggerated.
It's nuts, but hey, maybe that's just going to be a May thing. We're on to June. Giants still got a shot to win this series. They got Logan Webb on the mound. Huh.
Good pitcher.
Good pitcher. What's your favorite kid story? Logan, Charlotte's Webb, or are you a Cody Little Poteet fan? Either way, here's the big bad wolf. Oh, Captain, my Captain. 464 feet. Stop it. 2-0 Pinstripers. Stakes for the whole outfield. Soto's sac fly is underrated. Doogie single. It's 4-0. A Schmitty pitch. Casey hits, leaves the yard, and Brett wisely brings in a run of his own. 5 innings pitched, 3 earned runs for Cody. It's a 4-3 game after 5, but top 8, Verdugo, RBI triple. hit the music and hit the lights. Giancarlo, let the rhythm take you over, Giancarlo. Te quiero to run homers. Poteet to Hammy to the Ferg to Canely to Clay. All right, Yanks win 7-3 final.
Little Poteet, huh? I was at first I'm like, where's he going with that? And then I heard
It's tough because
Little Bo Peep. It was good.
especially a gentleman of my stature to refer to any baseball player as Little Poteet. It's a little not right.
It was good. It was good.
If I'm just being honest about it. Joseph, Yankees go up 4-0. Logan Webb, who is a premier pitcher in baseball. I don't know, man. You hate to do the things that people hate about New York Yankee fans, but when Judge hits one 464 coming off the 2-homer day, coming off the offseason where he kind of played you guys to get more money from the Yanks, I don't want to say it was game over, but it wasn't game on.
Right. I had a funny situation with this game because, the Ranger game was leading up to this. Hockey was leading up to this game, and I watched that, and Rangers got eliminated, unfortunately. And I got, I was like really emotionally spent. I was watching this game, and I fell asleep, actually.
Whoa.
West Coast games are weird, bro.
Joes.
Sleep, and I was out with the kids all day. Fell asleep in the fifth, sixth inning. I woke up, and it was like the seventh inning, or like in the middle of the seventh inning. And I'm like, okay, I didn't really miss much. I didn't have my phone. It was like the encore. I was watching it, but I was watching the game as if like I didn't see it for the first time.
What time is this?
It was like 3 a.m. It was like craziest thing. Time was so weird. I felt like I was stuck in the vortex of like just weird stuff. And I'm like, all this stuff actually happened after I found out. But then I started watching as if it didn't. And it was pretty cool. But Giancarlo's awesome, man. Verdugo's great. People keep talking about like, oh, what about next year? People keep asking me about next year for Verdugo. And listen, let's just enjoy it while it's here, because I don't know about next year, and I don't want to talk about next year, because if you're talking about next year, that means this year's over. So I want to just kind of harp on this year, because this year is awesome, it's fun, it's special, and it's looking like a great summer, man. It really is.
How about I saw you tweet about it. They were saying that Michael Kay was talking about the Red Sox front office being ecstatic. They got rid of Verdugo.
Yeah, they were excited. The word excited is wild.
It's
and
crazy.
Then Verdugo's doing this. You're like, what?
It's rude.
We haven't played the Red Sox yet. I noticed that today. Look, after Soto hit the home run for today's game. Spoiler, in case you didn't watch for some reason and want to listen. Sorry. But Soto, I'm like, he hasn't seen Fenway Park with the Yanks yet, huh? That shouldn't happen, but I'm waiting for it. Can't wait this month in June. Should be awesome.
Cody Poteet, 78 pitches, 5 innings, 2 earned runs on the Schmidt homer there. Yeah, let's see. I mean, he had 2 solid outings so far at the big league level. He gets the win. I saw some people in our group chat were talking about his changeup. They really like that pitch. I'm wondering if maybe Matt Blake is adding a little something to his resume between Luke Weaver, Poteet. I don't know.
Yes.
And then, something that something to track. Ian Hamilton, who the numbers look pretty solid, but hasn't felt great up until this point of the season. He has a strong outing, 1 innings, no hits, 2 Ks. He's had a couple in a row now. And Tommy Kahnle, 1 inning, no hits, no walks, 2 Ks. 2 guys that could be impact guys come the end of the season in the bullpen.
Yeah. I mean, you need him. I think that with what's going on, and obviously Holmes cannot pitch every game. He just can't. I'm sorry. As much as we may want him to, he can't. We're going to need other people out there. It's awesome having Kahnle there, but I want lockdown Hamilton back, like the guy from last year where I just felt like, okay, I'll give him the pill. He'll be awesome. Like, I want him back. And you know what? we're 42 wins in, and he still hasn't gotten here yet. So then that's awesome. But we're gonna need him to like, get it in and lock it in. Not saying he's horrible now, but like just looking for something to get better at, which is kind of hard when the team's 42-19.
They're doing good things. That Verdugo ball is kind of a shift beater. Whatever. Put the ball in play.
None of my business.
That's not not our fault they put the defense over there.
Yeah. Thanks.
Let's see. Cody Poteet. Volpe throws one away. You don't love that, but that's life sometimes.
Triple was awesome.
Man, so many triples. I think that there was, what was the stat? It was like 2 triples in one game the first time since 2020. I think it was Clinton Gardy. Hello.
Yes.
Um,
Well, if you're going to play at Oracle, then you might as well do that, right?
Okay.
Soto had a triple. Verdugo had a triple. Volpe. Am I missing one?
Soto, Verdugo, Volpe. I think that's it. Stanton hit one in Triples Alley in the ninth today, and it bounced
He would
out.
have got a triple. Burn the ballpark, Don't do that.
Arson Judge already did that.
Yes.
Let's go to this final game. Cause I know Joe's might have spoiled it a little bit for you.
I don't spoil nothing. I know. I never say
Don't
that.
give me that. Don't give me that. Let's do the final game. Nestor and the Yanks bring their broomsticks to the Bay, trying to get the sweep against former offseason Yankee Snellagram Blake Snell for the Gigantes. Top 1 S-O-T-O Soto. 1-0 Yanks. But it wasn't Nestor's night. 4.13 earned runs, 7 Ks. But it wasn't Snell's either, as Alex Verdugo drives in 2 in the 5th. Like a good night out, we're tied up at 3. Dennis was not a menace, as Santana gives up 2 on the RBI single by Ramos. 5-3 Giants. It'd stay that way into the 9th. Gleyber leadoff single. Trevino beats out a potential double play ball. Young Yankee shortstop inside outs a ball into the gap. Volpe, triple. All to set up S-O-T-O Soto. More like Camilo Go Ball. 6-5 Yanks. Big G with the insurance double. Cortes, Santana, Gonzo, the Talkin man, and Big Clay. How sweep it is. Spit in my mouth. Let's go Yanks. They win 7-5 final.
Spitting in your mouth. That's not doing that. Yanks win. And they win, they come back. I think San Francisco thought they had this one, man. I feel like they felt like, all right, guys, we're gonna get out of here. It's fine. We lost the series. We didn't get swept. We're fine. And Soto just says, nope, I'm good. I want to win. And I want to win. And the Yankees did that. We got to give a lot of credit where credit's due. Please, let's give credit to Trevino, who didn't play 2 of the games of this series. And that last at-bat hustled to get to first and then ended up scoring. That extended the inning. And Yankees hit for the cycle in that last inning, man. That's a beautiful thing. 1 through 4 hitters.
The whole thing was beautiful. I mean, I was a little surprised they didn't pinch hit for Trevi. Righty, Wells is on the bench, and he is a double play candidate. Like, he's a contact hitter who's not fleet of foot. So, partially lucky that infield chopper wasn't hit too hard, and good on him getting down the line enough. And it's where the Yankees and Soto and Judge and Volpe, but Soto and Judge are in a different world right now, literally, than the rest of the league. That if they're coming up in the 8th or 9th inning and you let that base runner on, What's that, Joes? Is that a Volpe mosaic art piece?
It is. It has all small little Volpe moments in here. Somebody actually had given this to me. It was made. Volpe's awesome. I love Volpe.
You're a joke. Who gave that to you?
Hey, what the hell? Hey, it was a very nice gift.
Yeah, it's a very nice gift. I want that. There's part of baseball that cannot be quantified in numbers, even though any Judge and Soto number is fantastic. But if you're a pitcher, man, and either Volpe gets on or when Trevino beats out that double play and you know that Soto's going to get up, that means you got to beat one of the baddest men in baseball. And if you don't beat him, you might have to beat the baddest man in baseball. And there's something to that. And Anthony Volpe with the inside-out ball into the gap. You said it, Joseph. If you're at that ballpark, might as well hit it there.
Might as well. You're there. Take advantage.
Like, Volpe has become exactly what we want him to become. Soto has been kind of the best version of Soto, and Judge is now, we kind of thought we saw the best version of Judge, and this May-June Judge is kind of another level. So, I don't know. The Verdugo double get overlooked in the fifth inning just because so much more happened, but that was massive. 2 outs, lefty reliever comes in the middle of the at-bat because Snell gets hurt. So that's a tough ask. And he barks at the dugout on his way out to second. Like,
it's a big hit.
It's a dream, man. This team is a dream right now. And I know the bullpen and what it looks like now in the end of the year and who do we trust and believe in. The Talkin man, dude. Those 2 scoreless innings by him, if that doesn't happen, we're probably having a different conversation. We're probably saying, hey, 6-3 is a really good West Coast trip, and they saved their bullpen, blah, blah, blah. Instead, we're hyped.
Yeah. I mean, you can't allow a team cannot come back if you cannot kind of like hold serve and stop them from scoring. You need to be able to do that so that your team can come back. And when Santana came out, he let those 2 runs in. The Giants got the lead. You're like, damn, man, kind of sucks. But you know what? It's the Yanks. Just kind of put up some zeros and let's figure it out. And, the bullpen did that. Talkin did. Definitely.
And it felt like I'm normally hesitant about saying this, but, Jim's already tweeted it. And when you see players talking to each other like that, I think they had a tip on Doval. Interested to see what that is. He's got a long body, and he kind of does a leg hesitation thing that I was trying to watch the legs and see if there was something there. But, yeah, I mean, one of the most talented relievers in the game, Camilo Doval, and they put up a 4-spot in the 9th to win it.
Yeah, sucks for him. Hey, it's none of my business. You heard?
That isn't any of your business, is that?
The Yankees scoring was all of my business, and I'm fine for that.
I think we hit this here because it's kind of the only current, I don't want to say significant head tilt for the Yankees, because I think because it's a sweep, I see Brad Ausmus getting the Yankee MFer. Are we worried about Nestor? Because he was getting popped today.
Right, he was. He kind of even got gun shy about his fastball, which is not good. So I think Paul O'Neill mentioned that where he started trying to get away from his fastball. It felt like it was like too straight, or they were like hammering it. And then he didn't have enough control on his slider to make that pitch effective. So for him, he kind of needs those things going for him for it to be able to work out. And today they were on him, bro. They just were. You could kind of tell even from that first inning. But hopefully Nestor figures it out. But I think somebody said it. I don't know if I seen it on Twitter or it was in our group chat that Nestor's our quote unquote worst starter. You say that in quotations because of his ERA. Like he's still good and he's still effective and he's still, we would love to have that. And any other year, you'd love to have that be your 5th starter any single time. So it's hard to complain about too many things when things are going well, but we can always look to improve.
I've been a little bit of a Nestor defender this year. Because he's had some moments early on. I talked about his first inning struggles, because if you got away from that, he'd been good, and he was giving a ton of innings. At one point, he was leading in innings pitched. His next start is a big one for me. It is at the stadium against the Dodgers. And not to give him an excuse because there's so many righties in baseball, but the Dodgers matchup might be an okay one for him. But the two lefties I'm referencing at the top of their lineup is Freddie and Shohei. So I'm not saying the Dodgers are going to be a cakewalk for Nestor, but it's a big one. That's Saturday at the stadium. Like, you've kind of been going through a funk a little bit. That's a really good team. Nestor can, with one, 6-inning, 1-earned-run start against that team, could turn everything around. Otherwise, yeah, a yellow flag's going up pretty significantly. But he didn't have it today. Like you mentioned, the location and the fastball. I don't know. That's bad.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully he gets it together. Their righties in that line are pretty dangerous too.
Yeah, it's a good team.
So it'll be a good litmus test. How about that?
And dude,
right? Litmus, right? Is litmus? Yes.
Litmus.
Osmus. Litmus test.
I've got a dumb question for you, because you're one of the most hyped people on the planet. Are you hyped for this Dodgers series? Because, Yes is promoting it differently. Baseball's promoting it differently. Are you there?
Dodgers series? What are you talking about? Last time I look, we can't overlook the next team, can we?
Can't.
Even though it's the Twins.
Oh, I forgot how much you love playing against the Twins.
But yes, next weekend will be a hype fest, so I would love to make my way into the stadium somehow, some way. Head out there to be able to watch these guys front and center. I shook Mookie Betts' hand, and I didn't get him traded. He has too many powers.
Yeah.
A lot of aura.
Yeah.
So he just broke a hit streak. I'm keeping tabs on the Dodgers.
Okay.
So.
You'll be hype when it gets here, but first we got to see Luis Hill.
Got to take care of business.
Luis Hill strike out 14 Twins on Tuesday night.
And then see him do it again against the Dodgers on Sunday?
Sunday night, Hill versus Tyler Glass now.
I'm here for that, man. Let's
Cody
go.
Poteet versus Yamamoto.
Yeah. 10 going to be locked in. Let's go. We got it. Let's go, Poteet.
Keep them fresh. We're going to need 8 from Stroman. Hey,
ready? So you got to get ready.
Joes, you can maybe go to those games if you use SeatGeek code Yanks10. Save yourself some quiche. Or, as we start the second half of the show, lost my voice a little bit there.
What happened there?
And what do we do? Pride of the Yankees?
Pride of the Yankees.
Pride of the Yankees.
Pride of the Yankees.
Yeah.
Pride of the Yankees is brought to you by Shady Rays. I wear my Shady Rays every day. I can't believe how crisp Joe's camera is. And Shady Rays are crisp. I just threw mine on. They're the signature Jake shades. They're my biggest flex. What sunglasses do you have? Oh, they're mine. And they're good. Jake can have a stigma to himself, talking in the third person. These are sick. A few people around the office wear them. I've gotten to see a few people at baseball games. These have a little green hue to them. That's a nice little flavor without being too flavorful. And Shady Rays has a ton of other sunglasses. So go check out their website, shadyrays.com. Use code YANKS for 50% off 2 or more pairs of polarized shades. Summer's here, dude. It's June. You're going to be wearing sunbows. So go get yourself a couple at Shady Rays.
Love it.
Now, today's Sunday.
Pride of the Yankees.
Pride of the Yankees.
Pride of the Yankees.
Yeah.
I've had my struggles with the man upstairs, so I think you get the nod, Joes.
I go first?
I think so.
What happened to my voice? Oh, okay. Pride of the Yankees. Okay, I'm going to go with somebody that set the tone this series. I'm very big into how you start the series is very important because it sets a tone, it puts a foothold in that series for you. And I think Marcus Stroman, for me, is the pride of the Yankees.
Wow.
Whoa, Joe Wood, what are you doing? There's so many other guys. Somebody hit 700, Joes. Hey, listen, man, I get it. But you got to show some love for the pitching when the hitting is going well. Marcus Stroman, knowing that Poteet was pitching the next day, we don't know what you're going to get out of this kid on the road. You don't know. Second career start, having him out there, 7 1/3? Let's go. I love that. He still has some bullets left in the arm, too. He's like, if you want me to stay, I'll do it. I'll do the whole 8 if you want. They're like, nah, Pop, we got it, man. We good, man. We up big, man. Just relax, big dog. Relax, big dog. So it's good. 91 pitches, only allowed the 6 hits. Then after that, Deuce is wild. See, it still works. I'm good for it because he set the tone. Poteet comes after. Penn is rested, and I love that for the rest of the series. Now, off day on Monday, rested bullpen. There's a compound effect to a pitcher pitching very deep into a game. And that's what he did. So for me, he is the most prideful Yankee for me.
I mean, you have put myself in quite the pickle, but I understand. And Marcus Stroman, who a couple starts ago, it felt like, what's going on? Like 5.1, 5.1, 4 innings, 5.1, 5.2, and none of those are too pretty. ERA was up at 3.8. His FIP wasn't in a good spot if you're into that kind of thing. His last 4 now. 6 innings, 7.1, 6 innings, 7.1, 4 starts. The team, he is 3-0 in those starts. 26.2 innings, a 1.01 ERA. That can be prideful.
Okay.
That can be prideful.
Yes.
Have you reached out to him yet? I always talk about how slutty you get on social media. Are you like in his DMs or what?
I am not in his DMs. Should I?
Get in there. Send him some right now.
Send him something right now?
Just
or his
DM him like, you're my pride of the Yankees, dude. Great weekend.
All right. I'll do it right now.
Okay.
I'll do it right now. I might even send a video.
Don't send him a video.
I'm not sending a video.
Yeah, that's aggressive.
His DMs aren't open. I'll have to do it on Instagram.
Okay. Go on Insta. You have put me in a tough spot.
I have not.
Mr. Solano. Because one guy has changed the entire tone of the franchise. Like almost creating a new young core, and he's changed the energy of the team. I think he is part of the reason like Verdugo has been awesome and in line. I think it's part of the reason this team is like actually a team and they go nuts for each other and they're doing fun stuff. And he hit a signature walk-off homer, not a walk-off, but a game-winning homer in a 2-homer game. But unfortunately, Aaron Judge's stat line.
Yeah, you just can't deny it.
7 for 10. That's a 700 batting average. 3 walks. 6 RBI, 3 home runs in this series, 2 stolen bases, playing center field in a big center field. Against a team that he flirted with in free agency. It's technically his hometown team. He was like a Bonds fan growing up, and he's turning into him. That it's hard to not give it to Aaron Judge. The captain, and I don't know what you say. He's been playing for now over a month. He's been on a video game mode.
Yeah.
He has as many homers in Oracle Park as any San Francisco Giant this year. The dude's different. There's times when it doesn't feel real. He's 6'7", 6'8", playing center field. And awesome. he feels like automatic at the plate. It's unreal. It's one of those things I get excited getting old scares me, but getting old and telling kids how good Aaron Judge was, like, I cannot wait to do that.
It's so hard to develop players, especially your own players, to come up with you. It's so hard for them to be very good major league players, and then to develop them to be this is extremely difficult. So the fact that we got one guy like this right now that we develop is awesome to see. And I've seen Judge's career, been following him since single A, since the day he got drafted, honestly. Like, me and my boy Chris, we've been like following Judge and seeing all that stuff, and he'll move up a level, he'll struggle, and then he'll get it and dominate, and move up a level, struggle, dominate. And he has done that every level till, I guess the next level is the fighting the Decepticons. I don't know. I mean, he's different. I put out a tweet, Jake. I said, if you see Aaron Judge in a forest fighting a bear, help the forest. Help the forest.
All right. I don't know what to do with that. What was the Aaron Judge comp pick? Was that Swisher? What's the story there?
For letting Swisher leave, they got a comp pick that was 30-something pick of the draft that became Aaron Judge.
The gift that keeps on giving.
Always.
Which brings us to Yankee MFer.
You Yankee motherfucker.
And it just felt like Boone could have been supported a little more in these games.
Yeah, this is the second time this year I'm here in this awkward position. For some reason, I'm only here for sweeps. So I have to give it to Brad Ausmus once more. As Boone needs to be helped a little more in situations where he doesn't need much help in. I feel like he didn't encourage him to put Soto and Judge in the lineup enough. So it's
he asked him, do you think either of them need a day? It's like, why would you do that?
Right. Like, he thought about it for a second. It's like, whoa. Even Boone looked at him kind of strange.
Boone, have you thought about, sliding Soto down? Shut up, Brad. It's working up there.
Yeah, what are you talking about? He's looking at the other coaches, like Harkey's like walking by, like, whoa. Harkey's like, I don't want to walk in that room right now. That's awkward.
Brad. Good MFer. That's mine as well. Which brings us to Regular Old Awards are brought to you by the DraftKings Sportsbook. Baseball season. It's like baseball season. I know it's been, but it's June. There's a maximum of 7 basketball games left. And that might not happen. The hockey is winding down. I know a big game in Edmonton, or for Edmonton tonight, Joes. I know you'll be watching that. I hit a crazy one this weekend. D-backs, late rally. If you're looking to get in the game, do it with DraftKings. They've been with us for a while now, and they've got so much on there, including a no-sweat bet of up to $1,500. Hello. Just deposit at least $5, and you'll get a bonus bet back equal to your first bet if it doesn't hit. So download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code Yanks. That's code Yanks only at DraftKings. The crown is Yizzy.
Yizzy.
Your first award.
My first award is the Jerry Maguire Award.
Ooh, okay. Joes, you're not as coy about your awards as I think sometimes me and Jim can be.
I'm very coy.
I'm going to guess you're giving it to Juan Soto.
No, I'm not. There you go. Nice try. I got you.
Damn it.
That's Verdugo, man.
Woo!
Get your money, Pop. Get your money up, not your funny up. Let's go. You know how many big hits he has for the Yankees? Batting fourth. So many people forget about him. And you know what? You look at his
hitting fourth.
Exactly. He's hitting fourth.
This is a lineup. Judge, Soto, Stanton, Rizzo.
Verdugo.
That guy's hitting fourth.
Exactly. So a lot of people will pay for that. What he can be able to do in this lineup, people will pay for that. Go out there, get your money and pot. Why not? Look, if you look at his whole stat line, it doesn't look like anything crazy, really. It's like, oh man, this guy is 336 on base percentage. Oh man, for his career, but what is it? 322 for this year? What's happening? Like, who is this guy? Batting fourth for the Yankees, and he's doing well. He's getting important hits. He's moving the lineup along. He breaks up your strikeouts. I'm over here selling. Hey, hire me as your agent because I'm out here trying to make some bread. Pop, let's go. You're not forgotten about in my book. Verdugo. Nice try, Jake.
I've said, well done, Joseph, and I apologize. Because, yeah, Alex Verdugo, the phrase I kept going to has been like, I mean, obviously Juan Soto's Juan Soto, but Alex Verdugo has been the exact piece they've been missing. A defensive, contact-hitting, lefty left fielder. And his defensive run saved or whatever defensive number you want, he's been incredible out there. He actually had his first kind of tough moment. It was that ball, I think it was game 1 with Stroman that it just kept carrying. It was some weird San Francisco wind stuff. But either way, what he has done in the middle of that lineup, the walks and strikeouts are in a really balanced place. And yeah, the stat line isn't impressive. It is around a 115 OPS plus because offense has been down around the league. So he's been a 15% better player than league average. And what he's doing in the lineup, normally splitting up Judge and Stanton, has been massive.
I feel like pitchers like sleep when they get to Verdugo. So like you just find if you got through the gauntlet of Soto, Judge, and you're there, you may have 2 outs or not. I don't know. And you're there, you're like, oh, Verdugo. It's like, let me go after this guy right here so I don't have to face Giancarlo. And then before you know it, Verdugo's running around the bases going woof, woof, woof. And that's it. He's barking up a storm. That's it. I love it.
Know what I'm interested to see because like you've essentially said, if he keeps this up, like this is fine. It feels like he hasn't had a hot streak.
He's got another level, I think. Red Sox. Wait for the Red Sox series.
Also, we had that one stretcher earlier in the year that we saw him be a guy who can carry the offense for a week, and he hasn't had one of those in a little bit.
Right. And the other thing that might make it feel a little different, and I know me and Jimmy have done this a little bit because Boone has been messing with the lineup slightly versus lefties. Doogie's stats versus lefties are kind of tough. 220, 311, a 609 OPS. Against righties, 279, a 793 OPS. And that's what it's felt like he's been this year. Like that stat line has felt like how he's been playing. So I don't know. Maybe that's something to monitor as the season goes on.
Or Jasson Dominguez could switch it.
That's interesting, isn't it, Jose?
It's very interesting. However, I'm not pushing any narratives. Get your money.
Why'd your voice change like that?
It didn't change at all.
That's what he always sounds.
Yeah, I don't know. I was daydreaming about the Verdugo return pretty good. But when you factor in the Martian and Judge has a contract, and if the Yankees don't sign Soto, they're going to need a new stadium because it will get burned down at this point.
Agreed. It'll get arson Judge. Judge will be there doing it.
Maybe Doogie signs with like a Meh team. And
you're going to say Mets.
No. Well, they like to do that, actually. And then the Yanks will just trade for him again in 2 years. Dude, he's a perfect Yankees reunion player.
Yes.
He's a perfect Yankees. Yes. He'll go get the bag for 4 years somewhere. Detroit, kind of hate it. And then the Yanks, okay, that's good. We'll see you in a little bit. Dude.
One of these other deals gets off the books in 2 years.
Get the ring. We'll see you in 2 years. A great award. Good.
What award are you giving, Jake?
I am going to give out the Big Week Incoming Award.
The Big Week Incoming Award.
Big Week Incoming.
Big week incoming.
Is that a word?
Have you ever? I don't know if it was ever pronounced that way though. Do you? I don't know. You're gonna give it to Soto. You're not very coy about the awards you give out. You see, me and Jim, whenever we do this, we're very coy about how we give away these awards.
It is not going to Juan Soto.
Ow.
It's going to Gleyber Torres.
Okay.
Something that will get overlooked because there's so many other things. That leadoff single against Doval. I know, again, I'm pretty confident the Yankees had a tip. Either way, it's still hard to hit a guy that throws 100 with a tip.
Yes.
But that Gleyber leadoff single sets the whole tone for that inning. He was 0 for 3 in the game. The difference between an 0 for 4 day at the office and a 1 for 4 day at the office is very significant on a player level. Gleyber's putting something together. His last 14 days coming into today, 273, 365, 843 OPS. That's a very good version of Gleyber Torres. And I think with that hit off of Doval to kind of keep his hot streak going, he's now had hits, including today, in 10 of his last 11, 9 of his last 10. Twins are coming to town. You know about that. Dodgers are coming to town. I think that's big, man. I think if Gleyber, who's a guy that wears his emotions, he gets out 0 for 4 day, long flight back, or did Gleyber Torres start the rally against one of the best pitchers in baseball? He's been having a nice stretch, and now a little homestand. I think Gleyber's got a big week incoming.
I like that. Stadium's going to be jam-packed for the day that they come back because giving away a Soto jersey on Tuesday.
Really? That's Tuesday.
That's Tuesday. I have to go, Jake.
Yeah,
I think I might need to go.
Very interesting. Because that just feels like one of those things, if I start wearing it, I won't stop wearing it.
Right. And that's why you need it.
Okay, we'll figure that out. Trevor,
I feel like during a bad season, I went and got the Judge one.
Trevor Plouffe's going to be in town. Luis Gil's going to strike out 14 Twins.
We got to see him.
All right. See you guys at the stadium on Tuesday. Jess. Joe's your last award of the show.
Okay. I've been thinking about this one for a little while. I've been looking for any excuse to give it to this player. I feel like this player needs some more shine, some more love. So I'm going to go ahead and give away the SOTO award.
I've got a guess.
Do you?
Better not rope-a-dope me.
What's your guess?
I'm going to guess Juan Soto.
Jake, oh, man, you got me. It's Juan Soto, man. It's Juan Soto,
What do you
man.
want to talk
How you
about?
guessed it?
What do you want to talk about?
What I want to talk about with Juan Soto? I want to talk about how he's elevating his game every single time. And I'm surprised every single time about it. I also want to talk about how the bigger series that are coming up at the stadium, because he plays up, I'm very interested to see how he performs at those. Dodgers, then you got Fenway Park. You got those back-to-back weekends. Sunday night baseball for Soto. I need to see that. I need more of that. 22s, giving away basketball jerseys, all of that stuff. I need the love fest with Soto to become intoxicating enough where he's like, hey, I love this. I need to stay here forever. Hey, Boris, make it happen. So that's all I want. I didn't want to go this episode without giving him something.
Right.
I mean, he hit well. He hit very well. He deserved an award for that. Won the game for the Yankees at the end. 2 homers? How could we not give him love? He needs an award. So you got the SOTO award.
You make a great point, Joes. He's amazing. In my head, he's already re-signed. Like, he's going to hit free agency. There's going to be crazy rumors. It's going to be painful. Like, I'm probably going to have to plan a vacation again in early December and get away from it. Because when I do, that's when the Yankees make their moves. And I just need to be disconnected. Because, like,
yes,
it's going to be tough. But he's going to do exactly what Judge did.
yes,
He's going to have the Mets throw a crazy number at him. A couple other random teams. And then he'll say, Yanks, you got to be close to it. Boom.
Whatever it is at the Yankees start, give me another year.
Because Joe's, he's so good.
I'll use a word.
He's 25, bro.
Yes. One word, Jake, and that's the same word that I'll use for Judge as well. Even Cole. I'll use indispensable for those guys. You can't be without them. Cole, you kind of are, but the fact that he's coming back is great. But I can't even fathom this lineup without Soto.
Judge as the captain is great. I mean, he's like a giant Jeter clone in a lot of ways. It's fantastic. Judge is great. You know, he keeps the quotes where they have to be, all of it. Great. A little emotion is a good thing. Know what's become one of my favorite Juan Soto signatures? When he strikes out and he cracks the plate. I love that, dude.
Yes.
Because I get the Yankees for years had that kind of like benign mentality of like, well, it's, you know, each at bat and every day, and don't get too high and don't get too low. And you need some of that.
Right.
But you also need to see one of the best hitters to ever play the sport pissed off that he struck out on a Sunday day game at bat in San Francisco. That matters, man.
It does.
If he cares, you're going to care. And that's why Doogie's locked in. That's why everyone is locked in. And when he resigns, and don't tell me he's not.
Right. Don't.
The Yankees and Brian Cashman have basically created a new young core on the fly. Because normally if you sign a free agent, it's not a young core. It's like, oh boy, we need these first couple years to work. Soto's 25. Even if you think he's going to be, well, you know, defensively he's probably going to turn into a DH. Okay, is that at age 31? Because we've still got 5 years to go.
That's crazy, man. Oh my God. I just thought like Judge signed when he was what? 31? 30?
Yeah, 30, 31.
Like,
right.
Soto.
Oh my God.
The Yankees know what they need to do. They have so many years. You can literally give him a 14-year contract if you really wanted to.
15.
And it's not a bad deal.
Juan Soto is leading in batting average. That's like one of his last skill sets you'd talk about.
Right.
You guys want to take a guess at his career WAR? 25 years old.
Ooh, career WAR.
It's an interesting question because, you know, I would assume it doesn't love his defense, but he hits like Ted Williams.
I'm not going to look anywhere. Is it in the 40s?
40 is the number in my head that I'm a little...
40 feels high.
I mean, that would be very high, but it's Juan Soto.
31.7.
Crazy.
31.7.
That's still crazy. That's still crazy.
before today, which might have put it up to 32.
And at the same time, I feel like he's been in the league longer than what he actually has.
We're talking about a potential inner circle Hall of Famer. And I guess that's where in my head, if we are the New York Yankees as a franchise, and we just did this with Judge.
Yes.
This guy is in your hands. That guy cannot leave.
No. He cannot.
He's already making 31 mil this year. Bump it up to 42. See you next year, kid. Anyways.
Don't let the butterfly go.
Anyway. What was that about the butterfly?
Don't let the butterfly go.
It's beautiful. You gave me the SOTO award, which I appreciate. Gotta give a bone to get a bone sometimes. What? I'm gonna go with the Kid from Jersey award.
Ooh, it's a tough one. Could this be? It's not Rizzo. Anthony Volpe.
He needs to be talked about more.
The adjustment he made is pretty awesome.
So we did all this last year, and it was tough, man. He had a tough rookie season. The Yankees' whole team hitting approach of try to hit a home run every swing, not built for the 5'9", 180 kid. No offense, Anthony. You got some pop in that bat. He's hitting. Think about everything we've raved about Judge. Everything we've raved about Soto. Generational talent. Okay, kid who had a tough rookie year, who's grew up a Yankee fan, whose dad is a rabid Yankee fan. You're hitting leadoff in front of him. And he had a stretch there that, let's be honest, everyone got nervous. He had a tough stretch after a hot stretch. He made the adjustment. His numbers on the year are looking very good. There's a chance there is more in the tank as he continues to improve. It feels like a dream, dude. Everything that happened today. The Juan Soto homer, bat flip, and all of it. Judge just destroying that franchise. Anthony Volpe triple in the gap against one of the most talented. That's what we wanted. When we first saw Volpe, we were thinking doubles. And if we're going to play at that stadium with that giant brick thing out there, then let's hit triples. And so he did. Everything with him is about to become signature. The smile, the helmet falling off. I'm in love with him, man.
The fact that he learned this year that I can hit homers at this level, but I don't need to hit homers at this level was a big time growth thing for him. Because there's another guy that played the same position as he did that did not.
You're the worst.
That did not.
How did you just bust out another mosaic picture this time of cheats?
Many moments here. All right. This guy right here knew what his game was. He was at the top of the lineup, and he didn't have to hit homers, but he could if he needed to. And he would push the lineup along, and he would be clutch, and he knew his game. And if Volpe can do that, and he learned that now, year two, and the league adjusted him to him, and he struggled, and Boone and Co., right, and Cashman and everybody still said, you know what, we're not taking you out of the leadoff spot. Struggle there, figure it out, because you're going to have to figure it out at some point. Figure it out and come on the other side, and he did. And now he adjusted to the adjustment that the major league pitchers did to him, and then that's how you become a big leaguer, dog. Let's go.
Well,
awesome. Love Volpe.
Maybe the fading the fade for me, because I talked about pressure a little bit. Last year, they needed Volpe to, like, carry the offense.
Right.
Right now, it's a little bit keep it simple, stupid. You got those two guys behind you? Get on. Get on. If you've got a fastball away, just hit it over there.
Oh, yeah.
Because if you're on with those two coming up, you've just ruined the pitcher's next 12 pitches.
His night. You ruined his whole night.
It's something Jimmy said on his PPP this year. Volpe, your job this year, get on, get over. He's done that beautifully.
You don't even have to be the captain, because this guy right here is actually the captain.
No way.
This guy right here could do that. You don't need to do that. It's fine.
Who gave you 3 mosaic paintings?
Is that, by any chance, is that made up of Little Judge moments?
They are. Little Judge moments as well.
if-
They're in here. Small ones.
Because at this point, I'm happy for you, and those are very cool. Like, I feel like you need to be shouting someone out right now.
Yeah, shout to my boy Jamal, who got me a couple of these here. You know Jamal, Mr. Mac
I
and
love
Cheese.
Jamal, yeah.
Got me those. That's pretty awesome. He got me that when it was on the cheap. Now it's not so much on the cheap.
Wow. Joes, we covered a lot. I guess anything we want to talk about with, like, I think the catchers are good. I guess Rizzo or Stanton, if you have anything to add. I think the only other thing that deserves a slight mention would be DJ. Again, 2 for 9, nothing too crazy. Made a couple okay plays at third. I guess anything you're seeing with David John?
I think it feels good to have him back because it does improve. I was talking about Plouffe for some reason. Improve infield versatility, where you can be able to now put him at second base. You can put him at first as well. You can put him at third. And when he starts hitting, man, like I keep saying that this lineup's taking another level. Like there's still more. This is why I'm so like optimistic. There's so much more in the well for this whole lineup. And DJ could unlock that because he can flip over that lineup for you. And the same thing with Rizzo as well, that he hasn't really gotten going. And Rizzo hasn't, Verdugo has another streak going. But I think that there is a calming presence to DJ LeMahieu. Where there's some hype people on the squad, and DJ's a guy where it's like, we could be in the middle of the biggest comeback, and he's like just stone face, which is also good to have too, because then that's funny too. So I like DJ, and I feel like he can be himself because he could hide in the cut a little bit more with this team. So I like DJ. Giancarlo's gonna win Comeback Player of the Year. I told you that, like early.
Seen some of that on the internet.
Yeah. So
Who's he? Again, this is kind of a tough question on the spot, and I don't know, and I probably should, but like, who would he even be competing against? Just guys that had bad years, guys that were hurt?
I don't think there's anybody that has a Liam.
It's an award you only want to win once,
right?
Yeah, I don't know. I guess comment below. Although
comment below. Let us know who.
Chat says Rodon.
Whoa.
Oh.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Oh.
That's tough. That's good. Good job, chat. That was good. You got me there. I don't know. They might be battling it out there. Oh man. I wasn't even thinking about.
That's pretty good.
Wait, Carlo hit like 200 last year. Was his low bigger than Rodon's low last year? I don't know. I feel like they were like equally.
Both were pretty low. Both were pretty low. And that shows you how good of a time it currently is in Yankee land. Everyone, if you do not follow Joe's McFly on social media, you're doing yourself a disservice. It's a one of one how you run your socials with highs and lows. I'll be honest. Some of the stuff you post is a little crazy, but it's incredible to watch. Thank you for filling in today, Joseph.
Jake, I want to show you this one thing real quick.
If you take out another mosaic painting, you're out.
No mosaic painting. I was at the supermarket today. I bought this card, very special card here. Curtis Mead. Listen, it's a rookie card, guys. I bought it, all right? And I think it's worth a lot. It's good. It's in here. I paid $25 for it, but I think I could give anybody a deal on it if you ever do want it. I'm not giving it away, though. Curtis Mead.
What is this?
Just something he wanted to show
You're
you.
peddling Curtis Mead cards at the end of a Talkin' Yanks episode? You're out. We're out.
Joe, is there anything you want to plug before you get
We're
out?
out, dude.
I got a Curtis Mead card you
We're
can
out.
buy.
Go check out JM Gaming. We will see you back on Tuesday with Booney. For now, let's go Yanks. Tell him, Grams.
Go Yankees.
Ball and play happening right now.
Ow. Semis?
Semis. Looks like I'm coming up.
Moments in his career.